How do you use media technologies in the construction and research planning and evaluation stages? In 2007, David Gauntlet said the view that the internet and new digital medias as an optional extra is replaced with the recognition that they have fundamentally changed the ways we engage with all medias. Having completed my A2 short film, feature article and film poster for my group psychological thriller film DeLuca, I can see what Gauntlet means, because technology, especially in the internet, has played an important role in my coursework, because modern technology is needed in every stage of planning, production and distribution and expedition of my work. Blogger, this is the first example of media technology that I had a huge role in my coursework. Blogger is a part of, is use on the internet. It is perfect for a perfect example of Gauntlet, which argues, I've done that completely. The first example of media technology that had a huge role in my coursework was Blogger, and this is a part of the internet which is perfect for a perfect example of Gauntlet, which was arguing because of the internet was not an additional extra, it was a vital for presenting my planning work. The reason I believe that Blogger has been useful in the construction of my A2 coursework is because it has allowed me to show my coursework to a mass audience from around the world. Because of this, I have been able to be a producer of my own work. This also relates to what Toby Miller said in 2006, which is, by looking at the cultural studies people not as consumers but as potential producers of new social values and cultural languages. This quote simply just backs up my previous argument, because Blogger has now allowed me to become a producer of my own media texts, not just a consumer, because my work can now reach a mass audience, including a range of mediums and the power to reach a mass audience. It also has some negatives. For example, one of the negatives is Blogger is very unreliable. This is mainly due to the way in which, on some occasions, Blogger has frozen or timed out while I'm doing a blog post, meaning that then I have to redo the piece of work again. Another digital online technology that has benefited me during the planning stages of my coursework is SurveyMonkey. This is a very useful online site which has allowed me to create surveys and communicate with a mass audience through posting the surveys I've created onto social media sites like Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. This is a good way to getting audience feedback, because it can reach more people in my target audience, because social media has the power to share things to a large number of people very quickly. Importantly, for the production, my target audience was 15 to 24-year-olds, males and females in the social grades A to E, and this demographic uses online media a lot, meaning I could quickly target my target audience to get their input on the creative decisions through using SurveyMonkey and social media. Examples of how SurveyMonkey has helped my research includes asking the audience what genre of film they preferred, what narrative, characters, films, costumes and settings would best represent them, asking them what typography would work on my poster, and asking them what conventions would interest them in a film double-page spread. There were some problems with using SurveyMonkey. Even though I put the links online, I did not always get as many responses as I would have liked, and sometimes people put stupid responses. However, overall, SurveyMonkey was an important piece of technology in the creation of making my A2 coursework, because it allowed me to better represent my target audience, as I could frequently and quickly get their opinion at different stages of my planning and production. Although SurveyMonkey has been a useful tool in primary research in seeing what my target audience wants, the internet has also had a big impact on my work, because I have been able to look at thousands of different styles of short films, film posters, double-page spreads for my secondary research. This has meant for the creation of my short film poster and feature article, I was able to use the internet to research already existing conventions in psychological film genre, which links to what Bentley said in 1997 about the creative process is the rearranging of the old to create the new. Because I could look at the already existing conventions, then follow or break them to give my work an original twist. The internet has had other roles in my coursework, because not only did I use Vimeo and YouTube for watching existing short films and watching tutorials that helped me master new techniques and technologies, I also used these for the expedition stages of my film and evaluation. Being able to use these sites meant that my group could be viewed anywhere by anyone, potentially reaching a mass audience, which is something I would have never been able to do before the internet. Instead, I would have only been able to share it between friends, or if I was lucky, get it seen in a local cinema. For the production aspect of my coursework, I used technology in a number of ways and had to develop my skills from the last year and learn some new ones. For the film shoot equipment, such as I used the DSLR cameras, tripods and reflectors, which played an important role in the shooting of the film. For the filming of the short film, we used a Canon 1000D, which I haven't had really used before, as I have previously used different Canon models. This meant I needed some practice with the 1000D before the filming. After some testing in the planning stages that involved getting different shots and experimenting with aperture, my group and I felt we had mastered the camera quite successfully, and I believe our short film shows that we have learned how to use the 1000D, because all short shots are in focus, carefully chosen. The camera is steady when it is meant to be, and the lighting looks quite professional. While shooting for the film, and when doing photo shoots for the poster and double page, lighting was very important, wherever this was natural light for the film or the blocking of light, so we did not have the sun glaring in the camera or in the actor's eyes. Although no matter what the saturation was, lighting was very important, because you don't want it to be too light or too dark. For example, if it was too dark, people may start to think the film was a horror, and if the film was overexposed, it would look unprofessional. One of the hardest scenes to get right was the animation burning Bible scene, because we wanted really low lighting that looked like candle lighting, but to get enough light we had to use a light with a orange glare. Another problem was the science lab where we filmed had a broken window blind, which meant it was harder to make the room as dark as we wanted. Another thing we had to do was record sound. We thought about using a separate sound recording device, but after experimenting with this and the boom mic, we decided that the best way to record sound was by attaching a mic to the camera, because this picked up less wind interference on outdoor shots and made syncing the sound slightly easier in some ways, but not in others. Once my film was finished, I put a digital copy / QuickTime onto a memory stick for the local cinema, who said they would screen out my group's short film before their monthly film, and I also uploaded a copy to YouTube to reach a wider audience. I also put my evaluation onto YouTube to make it easily accessible for my teachers and examiner. Began able to give a digital copy to the cinema made it possible to show my work to an audience of over 50 people who attended the cinema cheaply. If the cinema was not digital, I could not have done this, because I could not have afforded to put my film on a traditional expensive film reel. Also, YouTube meant that I could reach a real mass audience at hardly any cost. Both of these things support Gauntlet's 2007 theory, because they are examples of me, an unknown filmmaker without conglomerate finances, being able to become a production of a media text. For the evaluation, which I'm doing now, I set a Canon 5D up on a tripod in front of me and put a green screen behind me so I could edit in images of my coursework behind me while I answered the evaluation questions. I used iMovie to edit the video because I just wanted to use a program that was quick and easy to use, and my previous experience was with iMovie, and I had taught myself this program was perfect for the job. In conclusion, for this section of my evaluation, I used a wide range of digital technology in every stage of my planning, production, expedition and evaluation, and all the different types of technology had a huge impact on the standard of my work, because I was able to plan, create and exhibit professional work, looking work and learn a lot of new skills. I also believe if I did not have access to this technology, I would not have been able to make a professional looking work as I have done, or been able to reach a real mass audience.